My viewers and subscribers, you have done a lot to help this channel grow and be a blessing to many. You have done marvelously well, viewing from time to time, sharing, commenting, and helping others to subscribe. My subscribers, I'm very grateful to you. You have subscribed to something you believe is helping, and undoubtedly it has helped you. Please continue to subscribe and to view and to share and to comment. Yes, thank you for the comments. They help so much to improve my thinking and to help me to do better production. Yes, at this moment, there is one idea that is floating around, one idea that I have been turning over in my mind for a couple of days now. And it's something like this. There are those who are saying, let's see what the JLP will do for the next 4 or 5 years. No, this is a simple statement, maybe, but not so simple. It is profound and it can be very helpful, and at the same time, it can be a very destructive statement. Let me try to flesh out what that's all about. Let's see what they can do. Yes, those who have taken on leadership responsibilities, they must be held accountable. Yes, we must keep our eyes on them to make sure they're fulfilling the promises made. Yes, we must see what they have done, and not at the end of the period they begin to tell us, I've done this, I've done the other. We must see it, feel it, hear it, understand it, share in it. And so, yes, it's a good thing to see what they will do. At the same time, I'd like you to look at the other side. There are those who will just see what the government is doing, nonchalant, non-participant, non-sharing. They are not part of the what is going on. And they, as it were, place all their burdens, all their longings, all their desire on the government. The government must fulfill my intellectual need, my social need, my spiritual need, my physical need, and my material need. The government can't do all of that. Then, on the other side, there are those who will be seeing what the government will do, and they're going to make sure that they don't do it. That destructive element, if there are many people in society, they can only prosper if you fail. I have met many of them along the way as I worked through life for so many decades. See what he can do. They keep their eyes focused on the government with that destructive, envious, covetous attitude to make sure that they don't do what they set out to do or what you think they should do. Now, I've been trying along the way to suggest to us, more than suggest, to help us understand that we are all in it together. It's not just focusing on what government can do. The mechanic must begin to see that he is working on people's vehicles in such a way that he is fortifying them for better driving on the road. The teachers must make sure that they are passing on knowledge to the youngsters to help them grow and become good citizens. The preachers must be out there not enriching themselves or just building denominational values, but they're helping to build for the present age and for the age to come. We are in it together. Don't just look at what the government will do or can do. As scripture say, take the beam out of your own eye before you begin to look at others and see what others are doing around you. Clean up your act in the home, in the schools, in the churches, along the way, in the neighborhood watches. While we're looking at what the government is doing, we are paying attention to what we are doing. And then we begin to compare note. Is my doing contributing to the broader picture? Is my doing helping to build society? Is my doing reaching out to the international community? As we mentioned before, yes, eyes must be fixed on the government, but not fix on them in such a way as to help us not to understand that the eyes need to be focused on the individual, the community, the organizations, the institutions. You see, if we pull down the government, if we badmouth them, we're destroying ourselves. We're destroying our island. We're robbing ourselves of good development. And by the way, words are a very powerful thing. When you send out those negative remarks, thinking that you're taking them down to build yourself, you're destroying all of us. See what the government will do, but see what the mothers will do. See what the fathers will do. See that those who are rendering services in the community, see what they will do. See what the educators will do. See what the churchmen will do. And let's all begin to realize that we each carry a certain amount of responsibility for nation building. Those who are in leadership in the government, I mentioned it before in a past video, they cannot do everything. We got to begin to realize that they're tied by what is around them. There are international systems. Scripture says they're not wrestling against flesh and blood, but they're wrestling against spiritual powers in high places. And yes, we got to begin to face such in the homes. We're wrestling against powers around us. In the streets, we're wrestling against powers against us. In the churches, in the educational system, in the marketplace, we're wrestling against supernatural powers, if you please. And we're wrestling against systems designed long ago before we were born into this world. Those systems were established to keep some people in their places. So let's not just put the government out there and see what they can do. I'm not talking partisans talk, no. I'm talking about what is happening to all of us and what can be done to better some of the situations around us. While you're seeing what the government will do, see what you can do, what you will do. Brighten the corner where you are. And if we begin to brighten the corner where we are, we'll have bright government. Opposition must not just sit down and see what the government must do. By the way, we must see what the opposition is doing. If they are playing a building role or a destructive role. I'm saying such because as a concerned citizen, I'd like to see forms of development in Jamaica. It's a land we love, so that we all can truthfully love our Jamaica. Let's begin by thinking positively. We think as individuals. We think as a community, the immediate community around us. We think with the nation. We think with the international systems around us. And we each seek to contribute to development. So let's think right, talk right, act right. And then we will begin to have a better society. If we just begin to look for the negative factors in the JLP government because they're in ruling position, when you begin to look for the negative factors, it is doing something destructive to the onlooker. When you look for faults in others, you're actually transmitting those faults to yourself. A good book says, judge not that you might not be judged. It's not just that somebody coming from outer space or from some other place to come and judge you. Your own thought. You judge the man is so and so, and you begin to be destructive to yourself because you're transmitting those faults to yourself. I wish we had the time to get into that psychologically, because the psychological development of the human being is so important. Reflect on what is good, what is helpful, contribute to what is good and what is helpful. See what they will do. See what you will do. And let us enter into a sort of development that will benefit the individual the community, the nation, and bring international benefit also. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for subscribing. Be wise and prosper today. Universal Stewardship Concern is still active and alive and is building. Be wise and prosper today and always.